What's up guys, back here with another video for you, and today I'm thinking about starting a series calling it the Drivetrain Malfunction from Hell. So I'm going to start this off as part 1. So I'll just give you a little bit of insight into what's going on with the car. So I just had this vehicle into BMW, and they had a measure against the issues that I'm currently facing. So I had the low pressure fuel pumps changed, and I also had the ECU for the computer for the car actually reprogrammed. And if you can see, I'm still getting the drivetrain malfunction. I'll show you right here. Go into menu, vehicle status, and there it is. Still getting that drivetrain malfunction. No output. The car is going into limp mode, and yeah, it's definitely not driving like it should. Now, I picked up the car last week. They had it for most of the week and they were trying to sort out the issues, but the day that I picked it up, which was Friday actually, the drivetrain light came back on again as I was on my way home, and unfortunately I wasn't able to take it back to the dealer that day, so I did get an appointment for today, which is Monday. Now, the codes that I'm getting for the car is P10D9 and P15DF. If any of you have ever had those codes before, again, please drop a comment. I'd love to hear again what you've done to take, what measures you've taken against it, try to figure it out. Now, the biggest issue that I'm having with trying to solve this problem is that the codes, the check engine light, all of the errors are coming intermittently. That means something is working, and then somewhere along the way, whether it's driving, whether it's me mashing the gas pedal, somewhere along the way it's losing all power. So it's a little bit difficult to track, but we're going to sort it out. We're going to figure it out, and hopefully we can get this car running strong again. Now, you can actually see here, this is the report from BMW. So this is what was done to the car, but if you can see right there that there is a Puma measure available against the issues that I'm facing with this car. So if any of you have had this similar issues, drivetrain malfunction, usually in sport mode, or kind of when you take off or at a stoplight it'll idle rough, if any of you have that issues, please drop a comment and leave some info in the link. I'd love to hear your situation or what you did to fix it. Already paid for the repairs to be done. They've agreed to give me a courtesy car, and they wanted to hold on to the vehicle for a few weeks. So yeah, I just want to take you guys along and we'll check it out and we'll see how it goes from there. Alright, well, here we are guys, we finally made it. We're at the BMW dealer. Let's get this car into service and let's try to get this figured out. And I finally got the F10 back after all the issues I was having with the drivetrain malfunction and the fuel system issues, and I finally got it back and it's running so strong. I'm so happy and I cannot wait to enjoy this car. But for now, for today, I just got a package in the mail, and we actually got the spacers have come in for the F10, and I'm about to put them on right now. So briefly, before we get into that, I just want to explain a little bit about that drivetrain malfunction and what happened. So if you've got an F10, or if you've got any BMW, for in fact, if you're noticing the code P0087, P10D9, P15DF, these codes are actually related to your fuel system, and it's considered a signal stuck because the pressures are dropping or either failing intermittently, and that's specifically what happened to my vehicle. The high pressure fuel pump was failing. It had an internal flaw and it was causing it to fail at specific times rather than all the time. So after some tests and a lot of driving and a lot of trial and error, we finally managed to figure out what it was, and we got the car running strong now. So yeah, if you're experiencing any of those issues, drop a comment, let me know what it is. I'll see if I can help you or share a little bit about my experience. But yeah, drop a comment, let me know. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy these videos. Let's get into it. We'll get these spacers put on. We're gonna get the F10 washed and cleaned up, and we'll check it out. Alright, so right now this is the current setup. It's running stock on the msport wheels. There you go. You can see it sits a little bit too far in the arches for my liking, and I don't know if you can see that there, but the back ones are absolutely terrible. Like, look at this, look at that arch gap. It's just too much. For me, I personally think it makes the wheels, it makes the entire car look a bit strange. There's no better of an angle. You can see right there. I mean, look at the arch gaps. This, yeah, definitely not what we want, what we're looking for. Yeah, we're gonna get some spacers put on, and we're gonna get that changed up. All right, so if you got a BMW, chances are high that you have a lock key on your wheel like this. If that is the scenario, you're gonna need a special key. Alright, so if you do have a lock key like that, in my scenario I lost my lock key. I'm not sure exactly where it is, so I had to go pick one up from the dealer. This piece was only $20 for this key lock right here for the wheels, and it's a size 33 if you have a 5 Series BMW. Alright, let's get into it. Let's start working on these spacers. Right now we're just on the front driver's side, so yeah, let's get that wheel lock taken off and get this wheel off and see how it goes. Alright, I managed to get that last bolt out. What a problem it was, but here we are. Let's get to it. Alright, I'm now on the passenger side. I tried taking the rear driver's side off and it was giving me such a hard time. I'm not sure what it is, why it's not coming off, but I'm going to do the fronts first, turn the vehicle around, just get the angle a little better, and I'll take another stab at it. So yeah, let's just get this other side done, and that should be it. Alright guys, so I got the first side on the back, and oh my god, what a difference it makes. But look at that, look how it just absolutely fills up the arches. So nice, it changes the entire look of the car. I'll just give you a look at the other side. So that's what it looks like without the spacer. And you can see it sits so deep into the arch, but my god, what a different car it looks like. So nice, gives it that wide body, aggressive look. Definitely a must for any car owner. Now last side left. I'll spare you guys the expense of watching me do this. Not that exciting, but I'm gonna finish up this last side. I'm gonna take the car to get a wash because you can see it's really dirty. If you look at the front here, took a little trip this morning, but look at the amount of bugs on there. It's nuts. I guess that comes with the weather being nice. But yeah, I'm gonna finish up, get this car washed, cleaned up, and then I'll show you guys the final look. Alright guys, and there she is. Got it cleaned up. I got the spacers on. Oh my god, what a transformation. Like, look at that. I don't know if you can see it. Just gorgeous. I mean, it makes the whole car look different. So wide and aggressive. Yeah, spacers, definitely a good call on this f10. And my setup is 12 millimeters in the front, and I got 20s in the back. Alright guys, well thanks for watching. If you like that video, please subscribe, please like, please comment, and show some love to the channel. It'll definitely help. Again, forgive me if my editing is a little bit off. I'm definitely new to it and I'm trying my best to learn and just, you know, get better as we go along. But yeah, I'm having a blast doing it. I absolutely loved it, and I don't know what took me so long. I'm so glad that I decided to grab a camera and just, you know, get working on the car, get outside every day and try to do something. But yeah, thanks for watching, and we got the f10 back, we got the spacers on. Stay tuned, I got more parts on order, and I got some stuff coming soon that I don't want to say right now, but I'll show you guys. But I definitely got some very cool mods coming for this car. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, please like, please subscribe, and please drop a comment. I definitely would love to chat with some of you guys, hear some ideas, share some thoughts, and yeah, if you like the content that I'm putting out, definitely stay tuned for more videos coming soon.